I was at dinner when my fiancée declared, "I've decided we need a prenuptial agreement. Everything stays separate." I smiled, maybe even too calmly, and thought, perfect timing. Then I dropped my own little bomb. I already pulled my name off the joint savings account last week. The look on her parents' faces when they realized their daughter no longer had access to my $45,000 was chef's kiss. I'm 33 now, sitting in my apartment surrounded by unpacked wedding decorations. And honestly, I've never felt freer. The last 2 weeks have been a blur, and I need to get this out. Her name was Samantha. 29. We'd been together for 4 years, engaged for 7 months. She's a marketing consultant, makes around $70,000 a year. I'm a senior software engineer. Just hit $150,000 with bonuses. Not bragging, just giving you the math. We've been planning a wedding for early next spring. Everything looked perfect on the surface. She had the Pinterest boards, the color palettes, the engagement shoot at a vineyard. But beneath that, something had started to smell off. The setup a few months ago. We opened a joint savings account specifically for our down payment on a house. We agreed to each contribute 50%, though I'd be adding more initially since I had more saved. I dropped in $45,000. She added $5,000 and promised she'd catch up once a client payment came through. Fine, I thought. We're a team. Fast forward to last Sunday. Dinner at her parents' house, roast chicken, good wine, small talk about the wedding. Then mid-meal, Samantha clears her throat and taps her glass with a fork. "I've been thinking about our future," she says, "and I think it's smart if we sign a prenup before the wedding. Just something fair. What's mine stays mine, what's yours stays yours." I pause, fork halfway to my mouth. "All right," I say carefully. "Let's talk about that." Her dad, Ron, jumps in. "It's just good business, son. Protecting what you've earned." Her mom nods like it's gospel. Samantha beams. She's confident, too confident. Then she says, "And of course, once we're married, the joint savings becomes mine for managing our expenses. You know I'm better at organizing finances." That's when I knew something was wrong, the discovery I play along. I smile. I nod. But that night, when I got home, I logged into the bank account. Her $5,000 deposit was still there. My $45,000 was missing, transferred, not withdrawn, transferred to another account under her name. I didn't confront her right away. I needed proof. The next day, I called the bank. They confirmed the transfer was made from our joint account to an individual account in her name. No authorization from me. I waited until Thursday. She thought everything was normal, texting about invitations, dress fittings, and some emergency expenses she claimed to have. Then came Friday dinner. Back at her parents' house. That's when she tried to make it official. "So," she said, swirling her wine, "I talked to a lawyer. We'll each keep our finances separate after the wedding." Clean and simple. Clean and simple, I echoed. Perfect. She smiled, thinking she'd won. That's when I dropped it. I already pulled my name off the joint account. Her glass froze mid-air. "What?" "Yeah," I said, pulling out my phone. "Also moved my $45,000 back to my personal savings. Since, everything's separate." Her dad blinked. "Wait a second. That account was for your future together." I nodded. It was. Until she moved my money without asking. You could have heard a pin drop. Her mom's fork clattered. Samantha stammered. "It was just temporary. I had to pay off a card balance so my credit wouldn't drop before the mortgage application." Ah, there it was. Turns out my lovely fiancé was $38,000 in credit card debt. She'd used the joint account to clear it, planning to replace the money later using our wedding gifts and my next paycheck. I looked at her parents. "So when you say everything stays separate, does that include debt?" Her dad rubbed his temples. "Sam, is this true?" She went pale. "It was just until after the wedding." I stood up. "Then I guess we won't have to worry about that anymore." And I left. Update 1. The fallout Saturday morning, she showed up at my apartment sobbing, mascara everywhere. "You can't just walk away. We can fix this." I stayed calm. "You took money that wasn't yours. It was ours." She yelled. "We're getting married." I said, "Then why do you want a prenup?" Silence. Later that day, I got an email from her dad. Subject line, "We need to talk." He tried reasoning. Said they'd cover, the money for now, if I would just move forward with the wedding. Apparently, they'd already spent nearly $15,000 in deposits, I told him. You raised a woman who sees marriage like a merger. I'm not interested in signing contracts with someone who lies about finances. He didn't reply that night. Samantha posted a vague Instagram story. Some men can't handle a strong woman who takes control. Her friends rallied behind her. Then someone, a mutual, sent me screenshots of her private group chat. She'd written, "He's loaded. I'll get him to fund the house, clear my cards, then the prenup keeps it safe." Smart, right? I didn't even get angry. Just relieved. Update 2. The legal threats on Monday. I got a letter from a lawyer representing Samantha. She was demanding half of the joint account for emotional damages and financial expectation. My lawyer, worth every penny, sent a one-paragraph response. Client's funds were removed without authorization. No marriage occurred. No damages exist. That was the end of that. A week later, I heard from a mutual friend that her credit score tanked after she missed a massive payment. She'd maxed out a second card trying to pay off the first. Her parents had to co-sign a loan just to stop collection calls. Meanwhile, I reopened my old account, put my $45,000 into investments, and watched it grow. Update 3. The aftermath. A month later, Samantha tried again. Texted me, "I made a mistake." I just panicked. "Let's talk?" I replied, "We already did." "You just didn't like what I said." She's now living back with her parents, still paying off her debts. I've heard she tells people I abandoned her after promising to support her, but the screenshots say otherwise. Funny thing, she once told me, "A smart woman never lets a man control her finances." I guess she learned the hard way that stealing them isn't a substitute for control. My mom said it best when I told her everything. She didn't want a partner, she wanted a parachute. And she was right. I don't regret walking away. I regret not seeing it sooner. The forgetting her wallet. The "babe, you've got this one. The you make more, it's only fair." Those were the test runs. Now? I'm better off. I canceled the venue, sold the ring, and used the refund to book a solo trip. The freedom feels better than any wedding ever could.